Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the league's premier first basemen, Votto and Rizzo, coming up next. John Lester will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he had his good stuff going in his last start, recording 10 strikeouts. He'll look to duplicate that here.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Number 6, Billy Hamilton.
Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Lester sets. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out. One there, on to first, and Votto is retired. It's a double play. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matty, the guy to look out for is Brandon Phillips. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds leave 1, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Brendan Finnegan, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Dexter Fowler.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
And really, what they need is for one guy to step up and give them that spark. Whether it's your starter going out and giving you 6 or 7 shutout innings, or one big 2-out at-bat, one big defensive play, you need somebody to do something to put some life into that dugout.
On the move now is Fowler. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first-inning steal of second base.
No one out with a runner at second. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play. And
he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, these guys arguably have the most enjoyable second baseman to watch in the entire game. Brandon Phillips makes acrobatic plays, things that you don't think are humanly possible. Nothing gets by him. He's got range that's out of this world, quick first step, real soft hands, just a joy to watch.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. Got his work cut out for him now.
Grounded to the right. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. Jay Bruce will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
Out in front of it, strike 1. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all of the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction, and besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Lester's ready. Here's the first pitch. Zach Cozart is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Fowler has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Jason Hayward will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's one away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Miguel Montero stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Addison Russell will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Russell.
Skied into straightaway right. Bruce is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Scott Schebler will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Lester into his motion. 0-1 on its way. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Brandon Finnegan is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, that at-bat was all set up with that first pitch curveball. You wonder if he got it stuck in his head that he was going to wind up seeing it again because he was way late on that last fastball.
Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Javier Baez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce giving chase. 1 away.
Batting 9th, pitcher Sean Lester.
Settling in now, John Lester. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 20.
Dexter Fowler will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a changeup by him, so not so sure he's going to see one this at bat.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Well, if you stay out of the middle, you'll have a chance, but neither of these teams are going to miss a fat pitch down Broadway. And he just drives this into left for a base hit.
He's set. Here it comes. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with 2 away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Hamilton has it in his sights. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back for more from the north side after this. Eugenio Suarez will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
The first baseman, number
So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. Lester has his target. First pitch on its way. Joey Votto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Devin Mesoraco stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He'd retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there. And now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
Jay Bruce is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward has a beat on it. And that retires the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deal on 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Rizzo will head for second. And a good at-bat on 3-2 as he finishes it with a leadoff double.
Well, it's never an easy task to have to start an inning by going through the 3, 4, 5 guys. And obviously, no exception here because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double.
Jorge Soler will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Well, for Rizzo, he's at second with his second double of this young season. 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Runner goes for third. Bunt sign still on 1-2, and he gets this one down. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Wow. This is a great example of what not to do when a guy's trying to give himself up. I don't know if he heard someone yelling for third or what, but they wind up not getting an out here at all. This is a big letdown defensively.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Grounded to third. Phillips for one. On to Votto, a double play.
Wow, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Mesoraco has a play, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We played 4 full. Cubs lead it 1-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
And the leadoff man gone now to start the fifth.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like two totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Zach Cozart is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Scott Schebler, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Lester gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Scott Schebler will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds 0. Addison Russell comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And a rather easy first out.
Second baseman, number 9.
Javier Baez is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
And really, both of these starters are just dominating out there right now.
Shot toward right center. Oh, and he botches it. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Javier Baez has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
John Lester is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Chris Bryant digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And a relay to the plate. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third as he really got stuck out there, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Brendan Finnegan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Fowler moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Billy Hamilton will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
When you take a look there at the line from our starter, I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Eugenio Suarez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. It remains 1-0. Anthony Rizzo gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And that's a big break for him right there. When you've already thrown 5 tough innings and you're looking at having to go right through the heart of the lineup, to get a first pitch out to start off the inning is certainly welcome.
First delivery to him on the way. In the air to straightaway right. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Jason Hayward swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 run, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Chopped weakly to the left. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. The 2010 NL MVP Joey Votto will start us out when we come back. 7th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 1 out, nobody on. In the air, out to right. Hayward has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Jay Bruce will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and stepping in the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Hayward makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Reds leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Miguel Montero will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Addison Russell will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Line drive to left. Schebler is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he's now 0 for 3 in this one, but he's had a couple of good at-bats mixed in there. He's seeing the ball really well. They just don't want to fall in for him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a high drive to deep left field. This ball's going to get some help from the wind out there, and it's going to carry right out of here. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. You know, hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his trophy room.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Steve Delabar will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Steve Delabar.
John Lester will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
Well, he's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dexter Fowler is at the plate as he watches ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Driven to right field and deep. Back goes Bruce. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, he already had 2 hits coming into the at-bat, and he goes ahead and does this. And he's turning this into a night to remember.
Chris Bryant digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Chris Bryant.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And this should be a pretty good test of his resiliency out there. He's going to need to snap back in a hurry because he's got a lot more danger ahead.
A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubs lead this one 4-0. Zach Cozart will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. Well, will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. All even now, 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Scott Schebler is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks. Montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Jose Peraza will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Tony Cingrani is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tony Cingrani.
Anthony Rizzo will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
Leading off for the Cubs, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Jorge Soler gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Jason Hayward stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He pulls this one into right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Or maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Miguel Montero will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. David Ross will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Off and running is Hayward. Pitches a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. For Hayward, just his first stolen base here in the month of April. Two out here and a runner at second. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Three and one now.
He was hoping he'd get him to go up the ladder there, but that's going to set up an even more dangerous pitch here on 3-1.
Cingrani pauses. Here's the 3-1. 3-2 now.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Addison Russell digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Too high, 1-0.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag from Mesoraco, and they got him at the plate. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. David Ross will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 3.
Billy Hamilton will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. A reminder that full highlights come your way as we'll look back at the key moments of the matchup from here in Chicago. Eugenio Suarez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Joey Votto will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Starting to look like not only are they not going to walk him, but they're indeed going to challenge him.
And we've seen that mentality backfire many a time before. But you got to give him a little bit of credit on the mound. He's not backing down one bit.
Line drive, base hit left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 4-1 game.
Well, he's going to wind up being 2 outs shy of the shutout as they finally get to him for a run here in the 9th. But I have a feeling this is going to wind up being too little, too late.
Striding into the box, Jay Bruce. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Fouled back. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit in the air to right field. Hayward has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Fowler, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's now a 4-2 game.
Well, this was going to get one home easily, and I thought that they might get 2 out of this. You're going to see this ball bangs off the wall on the fly, and they'll wind up holding that second runner at third base. So it's an RBI double with a chance now to maybe bring home a couple more.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. To the left side. That's a base hit as it's through into left. In to score is the runner from third. The throw home. And he is out at the plate. He tried in vain to score the tying run. And this place is going crazy. The ball game is over.
Wow, talk about an exciting finish. I mean, you can't fault the aggressive play right here. Trying to score as the tying run, it was going to take a great play to get him. And sure enough, that's what they got. And they preserved the one-run victory.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Dexter Fowler. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-3. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Reds, 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lester. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Brandon Finnegan. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street station 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.